The aim of this video is just to show that a microscopic bit of corrosion when sitting over time, so some left in a battery terminal, it doesn't just sort of stop because it's a little amount. This is the fourth Macintosh 512K or 5 plus that has been eaten alive. Now, looking at the B side of this power board PCB, you wouldn't really suspect that there was much corrosion, but as you can see, it's got to go through something to get to the other side. Okay, so clearly the right hand side of the board has got little flecks of green on everything, but it actually tracks all the way up to the top left. Can you see that there is some actually green starting to form around here, mainly around the base of things. This is in the dead center of the board. Moving up to closer back to the battery terminal, it looks a little cleaner again. You think, okay, but then on these diodes we have, PCB green on both legs, anode and cathode. So as far as these, focus pots as well, eaten. So this is quite sad in the sense that I didn't realize I needed to remove these battery terminals. I have since done that and ordered some replacements. I found that surface mount AA battery holders are actually quite good, and then a 14500 battery will fit in that, and it will last a long time. So this is one of the better looking boards as far as traces. I mean, you wouldn't know that there was so much of this green tracking through. This is just sat in a cupboard. So I had replaced the reef, as it says here, in 2017. Checked it, it was working. I even redid the floppy drive, but you can see even down in there, there's just corrosion throughout this entire board, unfortunately, and it either needs to be rebuilt or used as a donor board for certain things like the silicon controlled rectifiers, or maybe the speaker, or maybe this focus pot. But when you start to get corrosion in a board, it can go a bit deeper than just what meets the eye. For example, these Coilcraft? Yeah, these Coilcrafts, they're quite close, and so they, have a look at the power switch as well. I wonder it blew the fuse. They also crumble inside, so that looks like an epoxied coil, but it actually is completely rotted, or at least it has been in a couple of instances now. So it always begs that question, do you know what you're turning on? If so, proceed. If you're unsure, have some fun and proceed, but if you get this level of corrosion, I'm sorry, it just is so unfortunate that I say. So 2017, so it's been in storage 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's 6 to 7 years since this was last checked, and it was fine. And this furry batteriness, this furry stuff has crept through here, all the way down to here, all the way up to here. So whenever you buy a Mac Plus that isn't rotted or corroded, you have to think how many have died in its past, in its wake.